respected ma'am, I'm Priya Shaji and I'm going to explain about lab experiment 4. Uh, According to the question, first we have to set a fixed background image for the whole web page. Then secondly, I have to set the navigation bar such that a fixed rollover effect horizontal navigation bar is made using list of links, and links should be horizontal, removing their bullets. They should have a background and the navigation bar should be placed such that the opacity of the image should be the navigation bar should be visible more and the image should be visible less. Such has to be the opacity of the image. And third should be the banner. Add a banner and a navigation bar should be replaced over it. Then after the banner, add two sections. Each section should have a section title region that is always positioned at the top. The first section consists of the family members and divide it into 3 columns. Each column should take up equal amount of space on the screen. Now I'll show the code. In the body tag, when we create the first division, the background image is taken. I've taken it as family.jpg. And the lists are made as home, profile, menu, item 3, item 4 and contact us. I'll explain the CSS file later. Then the second division, according to the question, was to use a linear gradient. So I have used here as linear gradient and differing the opacity when moving towards the right. Like firstly towards left side it will be 0 0 to 55 0. And the rightmost side it will be 0 0 to 55, 1. And for the 3 divisions that I was talking about, the first division consists of the family members. So the first circle consists of the father, the image of the father.jpg style, and I have set the border radius and width of the image. Second division consists of mother.jpg image, border radius and width accordingly. Third section consists of siblings image, border radius and width according to the question. Now for the images that we just added, they are rounded images, they have a border. And for the second section of my web page, it is my favorites, and I select the adjacent sibling and I apply the appropriate style. For the first one, I create a table in which the odd rows of the table is given a different color gradient, and the second and the even number of rows are given a different separate color gradient. It's shown in the code. For example, here my favorites is the heading of the table. Then the first table data is my favorite food. Then the item name is chocolate ice cream, then coffee, blueberry, muffins and so on. So this is my HTML code. I'll show the CSS file for this code. This is the CSS file for the body. When there is fixed image of family.jpg, I've mentioned here that background attachment should be fixed. Background size cover means the image will be covered fully entirely by the web page background, and the background size will be contained. Even if it's not mentioned, it's okay, it will work properly. And for the list of links that works as a navigation bar, unordered list, height is 100 pixel, background color I have kept it as transparent so that the background image can be seen properly. Color, I have given it the color. Now listed item is given, the display of the listed item is inline block, and text decoration I have kept it as none as I want it to be horizontally aligned. When I hover over these links, the background color changes. Now, and the opacity is for that navigation bar, opacity is 0.7. When I hover over it, the opacity changes to 0. For table, the margin, I have margin, padding, border, background color and border radius I have given it. The background color is green for the table. For table row and table data, the color is white. The opacity is for the particular images, the opacity is 0.2. When I hover over the name of the table item, each item when I hover over it, the color changes to black. and this is the division color, division 2 and division 3. I'll show the output. uh, this is the box which is around the table, so its height, width and float and text align is mentioned here. For the table overall, the margin left with background color with an RGBA value, font family is cursive, font size, border radius, table row padding, text align, border I have mentioned, and for table data, padding, text align, font size and border. For table row, for nth child I have taken here as odd, background color is different, and for even child, background color is different from the odd child background color. And for border radius is mentioned, and yeah, it's mentioned for border radius is mentioned differently. And when I hover over them, same, it will turn as black. Now when I run my output, this is my output. When I hover over these links, it will come as the color will change to light gray. This is the first division, the banner image, and after this comes the my family members, the last section of the web page. So when I hover over these images, the color changes, its opacity changes actually. This is the father, the mother, and these are the siblings. The last section, my favorites. In this I have given a table. When I hover over the image, nothing happens, but when I hover over the content, the opacity changes as well as the color text of the content written changes to black. Similarly for all the items mentioned here. And as you can see, the background image of family.jpg is fixed even if I'm moving, even if I'm scrolling down the web page, the background image is still fixed there. So thank you. This was my presentation on lab 4 experiment.